seem to fall to the floor.
Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to look at potential nibs to swap into a Pen BBS pen. All the Pen BBS pens I have, 308 and 323, have the same size nib in it. The feed comes out very easily, just friction fit, put a little gripper on it, pulls out very easily. Here we have a number 5 Knox. Just want to put a number 5 nib in relationship to this Pen BBS nib, which obviously is a number 6. This is a Knox number 6 and then 2 Goulet number 6s. So the shape is fairly similar. The width of the nib is slightly wider with the Knox and the Goulet nibs, and they're also slightly longer, but that shouldn't matter as far as doing a nib swap. So I think the black Goulet nib would look interesting, but I don't want to mess around with potential, ink flow issues. I haven't heard anything on the black nibs, but I think I'd rather go with, a gold-plated steel nib. So we're going to try the oblique broad number 6 nib. We're going to put that in there and see how it works. Here's a little bit more of a close-up on the Goulet nib versus the Pen BBS, and I think that width is also something but definitely number 6 in the Pen BBS. The Knox nib was easy to put in, slid right in, fit well. I've written a few pages with it, so now we're ready to show the nib to the rest of you. This model just cap unscrews. It doesn't post the way the design of the pen is. It fits extremely well in the hand without posting. Feels good. Nice size section, which all the Pen BBSs have. It's a little bit larger than some of the typical Chinese pens, which I think makes it more comfortable for a little bit larger hand. Puts down more ink than the original nib did, that's for certain, and it is definitely a broader line. They call these oblique double broads, but I think it's just a broad. So it's extremely smooth. I had to smooth this nib when I first started to write with it. It skipped a little bit, had a little bit of baby's bottom. There's a lot of tipping material on that nib, so that's not uncommon. As you can see, it fits nicely in the feed, and the feed actually has a little step here that stops the nib from getting any further back in the feed. So that's nice that it stops right there, and as you can see, the feed thins out pretty well, so that's not going to ever drag on the paper. So let's compare this to the standard Pen BBS nibs, and we have a few to look at. Here's in that 308, which I'm now calling Jade instead of turquoise. And this has a similar colored ink, so I mean, it's definitely almost twice as wide. This is with a little pressure and a downstroke, and also, obviously it puts down a little bit more ink too. I mean, that's the nice part about these Pen BBSs and other of the Chinese pens that I've experimented with. They're quite flexible. I mean, you can work with them and get them to write and do things that you want them to do. You can exchange nibs and things like that. So there it is in my other 323, which has some nice chatoyancy in it. So overall, I would say the nib swap was a success. This makes a nice letter writing nib with this blue ink in it. So hopefully my viewers that have been asking about what nibs can work in here, we've answered those questions. So thank you for watching. Keep those questions coming. You never know what might motivate me to put something on video and share it with all of you. So it's near the time of the end of the year, so a lot of us are in many forms of holiday season, so the best for everyone. May you enjoy your pen, ink, nib, and paper experiences. Enjoy life. May everything bring you pleasure. Until we meet again, bye.